Hello everyone, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, we're tracking the high that's around northern New Zealand, a cooler southerly around southern New Zealand, and the tropics, which appear to be waking up next week. Let's kick off with Wednesday's animated wind map. Look at this big belt of high pressure to the north, and of course high pressure normally brings more settled, drier weather. But this one's a little more interesting because it's got all this subtropical airflow, more moisture in the air, and as it comes down around Taranaki, it is basically making those clouds turn into rain clouds. So we're getting showers around Taranaki and they'll push further inland during the day around the North Island. Nor'west are blowing through Cook Strait, but a cooler southerly change moving into the southern half of the South Island. The next couple of days for you are a little bit cooler because of that airflow, which is around another high out over Tasmania. So anticyclonic winds, that one brings in the cool southerly, but the one further to the north brings in the warmer, more humid nor'easter. Now, I just wanted to show you the satellite map from this morning. You know, us weather forecasters, we get sometimes a little bit of harassment when the forecast doesn't match the weather outside, and fair enough too. But sometimes it's worth noting just how much of a fine line there actually is between completely sunny and cloudy. So this Wednesday morning satellite map, Auckland is in this area here. Beautiful sunny morning around Auckland and also some parts of Northland, and also the eastern side of Coromandel Peninsula. Everyone else has cloud, and the cloud around Taranaki is producing showers. So we've got showers here, clouds here, but around Auckland, mostly sunny to begin with. So just wanted to show you that very narrow window of sunshine, and also in the South Island, much of the eastern side had that sun, while the western side had the cloud. So this is how it looks as we go through Thursday. We've got showers around, again, still around Taranaki, and that leftover southerly, which has fallen apart now, has left behind a couple of showers just here and there. So it may not be the sunniest, warmest Thursdays around the South Island, but in the north, it's still fairly mild. We've still got that subtropical flow coming down for you and a different burst of showers. It's probably a little bit cloudier as well in a number of other regions. On Friday, most of New Zealand is dry, but we've got rain on the west coast, just a narrow band of it with showers on either side, but otherwise it is dry. Look at this subtropical airflow coming down. That's why a number of places are warmer than average at the moment, especially in the evenings after the cooler change we had last week. So this is a warmer switch around again. So as we head in towards the weekend, Saturday sees more of that rain over on the west coast. We've still got nor'easters coming down, so it's warm for most places. High pressure way off to the southwest, but there could be some spillover into Canterbury from this setup as well. And we've got, as I say, a couple of showers around the North Island. On Sunday, we see more of those nor'easters kicking in now. The high consolidating out over the Chatham Islands, so they've got settled dry weather. But over in New Zealand's mainland, the nor'westers and the northerlies, they're building up. In fact, it's northerly quarter, so it'll be nor'east, northerly and nor'wester depending on where you are. Now yesterday, this rain map was showing rain all over the North Island and on the west coast of the south. Today, not as much, and that's because of high pressure. High pressure is dominating our weather, whether it's the tropics coming down or the rainmakers in the Tasman trying to get to us. And Cyclone Omar recently and the other couple of cyclones we've seen have all been pushed away because of high pressure. And that's where I end, is on Monday, talking about that area of high pressure which is drifting away, that area of low pressure which is apparently moving in. I think it will move in at some point. It's just that if that high to the east pushes back against it, then we don't get the rain. But the reason why I've gone big screen here is to show you this tropical low, which is coming down our way later next week, and this potential tropical cyclone up around the Coral Sea. Now, this is not one to worry about at this stage. It might end up moving into Australia, but it might also drift down further towards New Caledonia. Worth just monitoring that one next week. This is the main direct threat to New Zealand. And when I say threat, I just mean the risk of it arriving. It could bring some very welcome rain. So this may not be a negative if it arrives, especially if they join up and we get a nice big, wet northeasterly, which would be fantastic for all the areas that do need the rain. Not everyone needs it though, if you're growing grapes, for example. That is all from me. We'll update you again tomorrow with the very latest on what is happening in the tropics and with that potential rainmaker building in the Tasman Sea around Sunday and Monday of next week. We'll see you tomorrow.